Yeah, you can start.
Okay. One second, let me admit. Okay. So guys, we were on this topic stemming and lemmatization. I was telling you about stemming. What's the main difference is stemming. It's not necessary that stemming will give you the meaningful word. Okay, it just give you the root or the stem word. Okay, whereas if I talk about the lemmatization, it will give you the proper word. That is, if I see here running, if I was giving you example. Is my screen visible? Like, are you able to see my Excel sheet? No.
Yes, Priya, we are able to see.
My Excel sheet, are you able to see?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I'm getting message from people that
No,
they are not able to see my Excel sheet. Okay.
it's visible to me. Could you please share it properly?
Yeah, sure. One second. Is it visible now? Okay, fine. So now let's suppose if I have a word like running. Okay. I have ran. I have run. So if it was a stemming, what word I would be getting? I would be getting the ran, or maybe I'll be getting just whatever the base word. But in lemmatization, I'll be getting the proper word, that is run. Okay, so this is the difference between stemming and lemmatization. Stemming will give you the stem word, or it will just return the root word. Whereas in stemming, in lemmatization, I'll be getting the proper word. Okay, the dictionary form of the word. Here you can see dictionary word form of the word. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm using the I'm removing, I'm working on now stop words. What are stop words? Stop words are the normal words, like the words that are frequently used in our English language. So what I'm doing, I'm making a list. This is the list function in which what I'm making stop words, dot words, and which language I'm using here English language. Okay. This print function will give me this stop. Guys, can you please mute yourself? Okay, thank you. Okay, so what I'm printing here, I'm printing the number of stop words. And I want to show you one more thing that I was telling you earlier, that not is also present in my stop word list. See, number of stop words I'm putting here, length function. What this will give me, this will give me the stop words, the length of the stop words, that whatever I'm having here. Next is giving me not is present. Not is the word. Okay, it's a keyword. Is it present in it? Not. This is actually a condition. If I run this, it's going to return me true. Just I'm printing it. Like not is present in this. Yes, not is present in stop words. Let me show you now. This is punctuation. These are the punctuation marks. The length of this punctuation I'm just checking here. Now what I want to do, let's suppose if I have a text here. Let's suppose if I have I am Priya. Okay. Ram is a boy. Like we have text would be there in our data. So I want to remove the stop words and the punctuation marks, like this comma would be removed, this am would be removed, I would be removed. Okay, would be removed, a would be removed. So I want these three unique words. Out of the text, we want these words. So I have to remove the stop words and I have to remove this punctuation. For that, I'm writing this. what I'm doing is, now I'm joining the list, the stopwords and the punctuation here. What I'm doing, I'm making a list function of all the stopwords, plus I'm adding this list punctuation also. So what I'm doing, I'm adding this stopwords and punctuation because I have to remove both of these things. Okay, and I'm just overwriting in this stopwords one. So this length of this stopword one is 211. You can see here number of stopword was 179 and punctuation was 3932. Addition is 211. Okay, so I have these 211 stopwords and punctuation. These are the punctuation, you can see stopwords and punctuation all together. These are my punctuations, sign. These are my stopwords like I, me, my, myself. From these words now, my machine can't analyze anything. Like these are the common words. Okay. Where is not? I guess not would be there. If you can see, you can also tell me where is not now. Here we can see in stopword we have not. Okay. Die is there in the stopword. Yes, die is also there. I guess I haven't run this. Okay. Now what we are going to do, we are going to create tokens. Okay, tokens are nothing, just we are breaking our sentence into the words. Okay, we are removing the stopwords and punctuation marks. We have already joined them. We have already make them into a single parameter, in a single word, that is stopwords one. We have already added them. Okay, then we will do normalization, that I was telling you, that I will keep all the letters in lowercase in order to remove the duplicacy. Okay, we will be doing the spelling correction. Singularization means, let's suppose if it is there pizza, or it is there pizza, same thing is there, just I have done the spelling mistake, but my machine is getting it as two different words. We will correct that. Okay, lemmatization and stemming we will do. We will do the text blob sentiment. What is it? This will give us two scores. One is objective and second one is polarity score. We'll be explaining them in further also. Next is bag of words, in which we'll be doing TF-IDF. I have a separate document file also. I will be showing you. We will be doing this count vectorization, and then we will be doing a classification or regression model that will be required. We will be requiring as classification model because we have our target as positive or negative. You remember, we have put it our score into positive or negative. I guess you remember that, guys. Like if my score was greater than 3, I was considering it as a positive. And if it was less than 3, I was considering it as negative. So I have two classes. My machine has to detect whether the review, the you can say text that I'm giving, it has positive review or it has negative. So it's a classification problem. It's not a regression problem. Regression means if my model has to predict the numeric values. Let's suppose if I want to predict the price. Okay, so that would be a regression problem. Classification, maybe binary classification. Binary means if I have just two classes to predict. Multi classification means if I have more than two classes. Okay, so I'm doing here stemming and lemmatization. Fourth stammer is for stemming, and wordnet lemmatization is for lemmatizer. So this I'm putting it in PS and lemmatizer. Okay. One is the part of speech. Let me show you the documentation file. 1 second. Guys, are you able to see my screen, my this POS tech file? Are you able to see that?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay, so this is what POS means. It stands for part of speech tag. Okay, which will assign a label to each and every token.
हाँ और का ready का
Guys, please unmute yourself.
हाँ ले माట్లాడతారు Yeah.
Priya, please unmute them.
Guys, please mute yourself.
Yeah,
Okay.
please continue.
Yes. So this part of speech means it will assign a spatial label, okay, to my each and every token, means to each and every word. Okay. Let's suppose these are the some post tag. This is a list. CC stands for coordinating conjunction. Usually we will be we will be watching this. NN stands for noun.
I think
Okay.
your word file isn't visible to the screen, I guess.
Okay, one second. Is it visible now?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, fine. Okay, let me explain it then once again. Okay, so POS tag stands for part of speech tag. Okay, what it will do, it will simply assign a spatial label to my each and every token. Token means every word. Okay, whatever there is there in my text corpus. As I have told, let's suppose if there is a line, let's suppose there is a text. This is Priya. Okay, then Priya is a girl. Okay, then after doing all this tokenization, I'll be getting the after removing these stop words and this punctuation, I'll be getting the final bag of words. I'll be explaining that also. So I'll be having only two words, that is Priya and girl. These are the two important words for my machine model. This will consider only these two words. Now POS tag will assign a special tag to it. Let's suppose Priya. What is Priya here? Like a noun, like with that POS tag would be assigned to it. These are the multiple, you can say, list of the tags available in this machine. CC stands for this, CD stands for this. All these are the list. Okay, you don't have to learn all this list. I will be sending this code also, this file also, but just showing you like NN stands for this noun. Okay, then NNS stands for noun plural, proper noun. Like these are the part of speech tag. So we are doing it here. NLTK, from NLTK, this is the natural language toolkit. This is the library that we are going to use. And from there is a predefined function post tag. From here, I'm just giving an example to it. This post tag, I'm just giving an example that this is my word work and this is my second work Delhi. Please tell me the post tag of this. So here, this is returning me that work is belonging to this special tag NN. Delhi stands for this NNP. So if I want to map it, NN was standing to singular desk. Okay. And my second word is Delhi, NNP. NNP was this proper noun. Okay. So this is post tag, part of speech tag. Now next is I'm creating a function here. This function, what it will do, it will create all the NLT tag, like all these NLTK tags to my wordnet tag. What I'm doing here is basically, see, I'm getting this NN, NNP. So I'm just classifying them. If my NLTK tag, if it starts with J, okay, then return this adjective, word.net.adjective. Like way I'm creating this function, and as you know, whenever we create a function, we use this keyword as def, def. This means my function, now it's going to start. So this is the name of my function. Okay, you can change it also. Now this is, in this I'm passing one parameter. Okay, we are just defining the function here. When we will call in the future, what we will do, let's suppose if I define a function here, def add odd. Okay, I'm passing here. I'm passing here A and B. Okay. My function will return sum of A plus B. So here what I have done, I have just defined a function. Df means defined. This is the name of my function. When I'll be calling this function, I'll be passing two parameters, and this function will return the sum of this. So if I want to use this function now, I have to call this function. Okay, and I have to pass these two parameters, 1, 2, let's suppose. So this is giving me the 3. Whatever function I have defined here, it will work. Means the parameters that I'm passing, it will work here. Okay, like with this is a function. Same, I'm creating a function that will work for my lemmatization. Okay, this is another function, lemmatized sentence function. This is also a keyword, name of the keyword. These are the, you can say, parameters. You can also change them. Just I have mentioned them, like it will be clear to you from the name, like NLTK tag will be passing, and then according to that, this will work. Then here I'm passing the sentence, whatever sentence, the text format I'll be getting, I'll be passing in this function. And what it will do, it will create the post tag of this NLTK natural language toolkit. It will create the post tag of what? NLTK dot. This is a function. Word tokenize is a function which will break that sentence into the words, into the tokens. Okay, words are called tokens. This word tokenize will break this sentence, whatever sentence would be passed in this, that will break it into the into the words, and this will be passed to NLTK tagged. Same like way, I'm creating other function here. See, let's suppose I have a text line this, or we can take any example. You can take this, let's suppose. Let's suppose this is a text that is given to me. This will be a paragraph, let's suppose. Okay, and what I have to do in my this word tokenize, this function will create this, this will break this complete paragraph, this complete text into the single words. Like A would be a single word. Okay, this post tag would be a single word. Likewise, this will create it into the tokens, into the words. And there is one more function, that is sentence tokenizer, which what it will break the complete paragraph into the sentences. How it will identify the sentence? By the full stop. Let's suppose there is a full stop. So what it will do, it will create a function from A to this, etc. There will be two sentences as after the output. This would be the first sentence, and then this would be the second sentence. So these are the predefined functions. I'm just telling you the explanation so that you won't get confused after watching the code. So let me show you the example of it. So what I'm doing is, in my lemmatized sentence, in this lemmatized sentence, where is it? This one. Okay, in this, I'm calling this function now here. I'm calling this function here. What I have mentioned sentence. I have mentioned this as my parameter. I have passed it in my function. And what I'm getting it now, if firstly it will convert it into the tags, into the words. Then this will map. This is again a function here that it will, this is a predefined function. Then this lemmatized sentence would be the final sentence after appending the words. Let me show you the output of it. So this is my output of this defined function. Means it has returned I complete, have also been returned, been. After lemmatization, as I have told you, it will give you the root word, the dictionary form of this, and the first form of this word, that is B. From bean, I'm getting B. From working, I'm getting work here after lemmatization. On my, and from skills, I'm getting here skill. Let's suppose it, let me change it. So in this, I'll be getting I have be study Hindi. Just showing you the different example. That means it's performing this lemmatization on this particular sentence, whatever I'm passing here. Okay. Same way now we are going to remove the stop words and the punctuations. Here also we have created some functions like one function is here clean text where I'm passing a parameter a. What it will do, it will first tokenize that word a and then it will lower it. Okay, it will lower it, and for what word which is not present in the stop words. Means you remember in stop words we have added our punctuations and our stop words. So this will refine the data. This is again one more function, clean lemma function, clean text stammer functions. These are the just the definition of the functions. We are going to use them. Let me run them side by side. Okay. So finally, what I have done in my final DF column where it was a text, means it won't get run here, where the review was given, the feedback was given in the form of text. I have applied my function clean text. This is my clean text function. Okay. This has been applied there. It will take time. One second. Let and I am converting after the clean text. I am putting it in a different column. This is another way to create a new column in the data frame. See, if you remember, we had 10 columns in a data frame, and now I'm creating a 11th column in which I'm putting my cleaned text there. And here is just showing you the text, means row number 2. Okay, it will take time because it's a big function. It's going to clean all the text. It will create all the tokens. It will remove all stop words. It will lowercase it. It will lowercase all the words, and then it will do the stemming and lemmatization. It will take time. Let me show you the further explanation. Now we are just checking for the second row, second record. As you remember, in Python, we have indexing starts from 0, 0, 1, and 2. So it will show you the second record. See, there would be a line of this. This was the complete sentence, and then my function has created it into the special tokens. These are the tokens. Highly recommend. These are the final clean text. Let the kernel execute it, then we will move forward. If you have any doubt or query, we can take it meanwhile. Because it will take more 1 or 2 minutes. let me explain you about further. So now what we are doing, the clean text that we have created in that column, we are applying this lambda function again. And what we are doing, we are joining this these letters, these tokens, and then we are applying this function, that the function that we have created earlier, no, clean text lemma, lemmatized sentence, all these functions we have created earlier. So we are putting we are applying all these function on this text data that is getting that is in the process. So we are defining, we are cleaning the data again. We are calling here text lemma. Now this column will contain the clean lemma. This will be clean lemma with post tag, part of speech tags. This will be stem text data. All these would be the 3 columns afterwards. It's getting loading. It's already in the process. You can see here the sign. You can go back here. It's in the process. Yes. So now next step is our now we will calculate the sentiment score. Okay. In sentiment score, as I have told, 2 scores we will consider. One is polarity score. Second would be subjectivity score. Polarity score is a float value which will lie in the range of -1 to 1. Okay. Means whether the person is happy or sad. From -1 to 1 we will consider it. And in subjectivity it will lie in the range of 0 to 1. It's not integer value, guys. This is float value. A person may be having a subjectivity value of 0.5 as it's a float value. Okay. Bhargav, this meeting is again going to end in next 10 minutes. Okay, I will try my best to explain you in this next 9 minutes. Okay, so we'll be getting 2 score. One would be polarity score, second would be subjectivity score. As I told, polarity score will range from -1 to 1. Okay, second would be subjectivity, in which it will generally refer like whether the comment, the review that was given, it was a factual information or it was a personal information. Okay, this is my final data frame sample. Let me show you what will come. Okay, so that cell got executed. Okay, it's done. Let me show you this. Okay, now this is our, now it will take time because it's going to apply all these functions here. This is the final sample. Here you can see this was the original text. Okay, let's suppose what I can read is, I got my 3-month-old puppy this starter. In clean text, what I got, I have removed the stop word I, my, all these all words have been removed in clean text. Now in clean lemma, that function that we have created earlier, that has removed that has converted this got into get. You remember lemmatization will give you the dictionary word and the first form of the verb. From got I got get. Okay, this is my lemma. This all this I have gotten clean stem lemma. Then in there I'll be getting lemma part of speech, and this is my stem word. In stem word you can see the difference. This clean text got, it's all there in the got also only, but in lemmatization I got this as get, the first form of this word. Okay. Next, we are working now on the summary part, the 10th column. What that was summary. If you want to see any column, there are 2 options. Either we can put dot and the column name. Otherwise, we can do like this also. Use the square braces and then like this also we can go. It will take time because it's there in the process. Okay. Now next, what we are doing the count vectorization. Let me open my next PDF. 1 second. Doc file. And let me understand you about bag of words.
Hello.
Hello, yes.
Yeah, we can join for new link, I think.
Yeah, and guys, we are very sorry. From tomorrow, we will be.
We'll make sure that we have a Google Meet and if there is a recording option, we will see over it. Because this is very important project.
Let me join this new link. Okay.
Yes,
You
all of
guys
you
can also
join this
find it.
link.
Yes, yes.
Hello, Priya.
Yes, yes.
You have all the recordings with you.
Yes, I'm recording all the videos.
All the parts, just keep it in a file and just share with me. I'll share it. I'll host it in my YouTube channel as part 1, part 2, part 3.
Okay, okay, fine.
Only for this day.
Okay.